Sierra snowmelt has always supported life as we know it in California.
The mountain snowpack in the western U.S. is what allowed the civilization to exist out here.
But today, we live in a state of extremes, from historic drought to record-setting rain.
Climate change is impacting us already, and it's just going to get more severe.
Which means it's more critical than ever to capture and store what we can, when we can, however we can.
I'm just awed by how impressive it is and how much water is in it. You almost feel like you're in the ocean.
Diamond Valley Lake doubled Southern California's water storage. Brett Yamasaki helped the massive project take shape.
I was out here for 4 years during the construction to see the whole valley kind of transform. Looking back at how complicated it was and how quickly the work needed to get done, yeah, it was hard to imagine that we'd ever get to this point.
The Metropolitan Water District of Southern California, which supplies drinking water for 19 million people in the region, built this reservoir after first ever water rationing during the '91 drought. Water is pumped in from the north via the State Water Project. Along with the high-capacity delivery system, you're looking at a $3 billion investment. For the water security it provides, worth every penny.
It's been a godsend. It's been Southern California's insurance policy. We have to take advantage of those big wet years to get us through those long dry periods.
DVL is just the half of it, literally. Metropolitan's groundwater storage programs are the equivalent of another Diamond Valley Lake. Overall, there's enough storage capacity to supply 15 million homes in a year. One large-scale example of the statewide storage investment we need for our future.
Most of our stuff was built in the 1930s through the 1960s when California was really booming. We've added another 15 million people since the 1960s, and we're going to add another 10, 15 million over the next 30 years. We have to keep building.
Voters agree, overwhelmingly approving Proposition 1 in 2014, providing $2.5 billion in funding for multiple storage projects. One of them is the expansion of Los Vaqueros Reservoir. Agencies in the Bay Area and beyond are partnering with Contra Costa Water District to double the reservoir's capacity, improving water reliability for families and farms while helping the environment.
The fact that we're able to put together a project that can deliver on that for all of the state and our community is really saying a lot. It also says that storage can be better for the environment.
In the Central Valley, outside Los Banos, it will support the largest wetland in the West, part of the Pacific Flyway and home to millions of birds.
What Los Vaqueros does for us is provide that reliable water supply that we currently struggle to find.
As with many storage projects, the expansion not only increases supply, it makes it easier to move water from point A to point B.
In our business, you need partners, and you need partners that are going to be there. The expansion of Los Vaqueros will benefit the whole Bay Area.
It's another tool in our toolbox, and when used appropriately in combination, all of these tools can lead to a much better situation for all of us.
With climate change looming and our population growing, we have to make the most of the water we have, which brings us back to our snowpack, our biggest reservoir that eventually supplies water for millions of Californians. High above the Central Sierra, NASA scientists are answering a critical question.
We're trying to fill the void in the knowledge of how much water is up in the mountain snowpack.
The Airborne Snow Observatory uses cutting-edge equipment to precisely map the snowpack.
The combined measurements then allow us to know how much water there is in that mountain snowpack, and then how fast it's going to melt at the top of that column of snow.
Early on, they've been far more accurate than traditional snow surveys, which happen on the ground, miles apart.
Every last drop of water is more and more accounted for.
In the long run, forecasters believe warmer temps may lead to more rain and a smaller snowpack, which means we have to keep building, because just letting this water rush out to sea is a missed opportunity we can't afford.
And that means we have to keep investing and we have to keep paying for it. But it's critical to our future. You know, our grandparents did it, our parents did it, and we have to do it for our kids.